All right, we finna get into the nitty-gritty today. What makes you think you can trick God? You over here saying black women have it good as if we're not two minorities. We're black and we're women. Look good with my twin, we be fine. Oh, hey, how you doing? You stupid bitch. And tell you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Y'all don't look delicious. Y'all look really nasty. Let's go to work. Dun, 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 dun. What's really good, choppers? It's your girl, Young Rooks, and today's video is sponsored by Gumdrops and Lollipops by Dr. Moose. I was contacted by Kay Eddington at Galaxy, Arizona regarding this book. It is a children's book, story by Dr. Moose, art by Adolfo, and it takes a different stance on how to reach out to kids regarding the fentanyl epidemic that's happening in the United States. Fentanyl is claiming young kids nationwide. Children are being targeted. Children are being used. Children are dying at the hands of this drug. The opioid epidemic started as a problem that was claiming lives of a majority demographic. And now it has been spearheaded to take the lives of our own. When it comes to the Black, Indigenous, people of color in this country, we are often looked down on, and we are often the guinea pigs of a lot of drugs in this country. This book, which was dedicated to Kay Eddington's cousin, who overdosed on fentanyl in 2021, captures the interest of kids while also conveying a message about the fentanyl epidemic happening in the nation. Gumdrops and Lollipops has really great artistry within it, with rhymes that remind me of that of Dr. Seuss. Its vibrant colors, alongside the vocabulary that is utilized in this book, really showcase the importance of being strong. Being black or being a person of color while also having children in this country means that you have to be twice as careful when it comes to drugs, when it comes to crime, when it comes to any type of trouble, because before they look at anybody else, they'll look at your son, they'll look at your daughter. This book encourages children to be strong and steadfast in their decisions, that their no means something. Their yes means something. And when you put that strength in them to say no and to stand on that no, good decisions come from that. So again, I do want to thank Kay Eddington at Galaxy, Arizona for sending me Gumdrops and Lollipops. Not only did she send me a copy, she sent me 3 others to send to mothers or fathers that watch my channel. And all I want you to do is comment down below something that you instill in your child as they grow up to be strong for. Whether that's wanting them to go to school and having a good education, wanting them to make sure to be kind in everything that they do. Whether it's religion, making sure that God is instilled in their hearts. What do you instill in your children to make sure that they're steadfast and strong in the decisions that they make? Not only will I be sending a copy to 3 people, I will also include a gift card in there just so you can buy something. I know it's after Christmas, but I still want you to maybe get something for your child and also have some time to read this book to them. So again, I want to thank Kay Eddington in Galaxy, Arizona for sponsoring this video. I want to thank them for making a children's book that encourages Black boys and girls, people of color, children of color, to hold steadfast in their decisions, to say no to drugs, and to have representation in illustrations and in books nationwide. Also, if you're looking to purchase this book on your own, I do have a link that will be linked in my description box below. And I do have a coupon code that is RUKAOG for 10% off of your purchase. I would really, really, really love if mothers, fathers, anybody with children, anybody that is a guardian, a sister or brother that has children that may need a little bit of encouragement or may need a little bit of personal time with you, to purchase this book and get 10% off of your purchase. Again, the link will be in my description box below. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you again to Gumdrops and Lollipops, Dr. Moose, and K Eddington at Galaxy, Arizona for sponsoring this video. Let's get into it. Hola, ¿cómo están? It's your girl Young Roots. Today is Sunday, December 17th, and yesterday was a mother vibe. Like, first the baby shower, then I edited my video, touched up my makeup a little bit. Then I think the first bar we went to was called Royal 38, and it was cool. Oh y'all, I took a shot. It's called the Ginger Snapper. Hello, goodbye. Will never be taking that shot again in my life. It had like gingerbread and macadamia nut liqueur. It was gross. It was not delicious. I wanted everybody to take it with me, and nobody was taking it with me. So I took it by myself. Nasty as hell. Then Rachel made a reservation for the table at 10:30. Even with the reservation, it was still $6.50 cover charge. Whatever. Then we get there. I mean, I understand Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights. Y'all know me. I love me a Christmas light. But if you're gonna say you a Christmas pop-up shop, I need something exciting, something extravagant, something that I ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? You got $6.50. Your food is extremely expensive and bland. Like, you know, show me something I ain't never seen before. 1, 2, had a motherfucking ball. You know, people, the drinks were flowing, the conversation was flowing. You know, people was just having a good time. I had me a good time. Then some of us went to Soho, and then some of us went for a nightcap at my friend's house, and I went for the nightcap because I'm not going to Soho, like, kiss my ass. And it was still cool. It was a vibe. Like, one of my friends did get locked out of her house, and she was lit, and she was pissed. And unfortunately, it was kind of funny. And then I went to Denny's. I did not get home till like 5 o'clock in the morning. So now I'm on my way. I don't want to go. I don't want to eat no Hispanic food for brunch. I don't. I don't. But whatever. I'm probably not going to eat there because I'm really in the mood for like something breakfasty. But anyway, I had a vibe. And this is the V show here. So you know how the other one is like, it's like deep wave, curly. This one is Afro curly. And I feel like, I told y'all, I feel like Vanessa's friend off the Cosby Show. I feel like I could be one of her friends. I feel very mature in the wig. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I love it. It's like the shape of it, I really, really like. I think it's so cute. But yeah, this place fall for me. I should have said no, I'm not fucking coming, because I really just want wanted to rest, but whatever. And one thing, man, y'all, listen to me. One thing that I need to do is I need to do laundry, and I need to do it expeditiously. It needs to be done. It's priority shipping, bro. Like, I really need to do it. I do not know why it's taking me so long. I just really washing dishes, doing not the act of doing laundry, but putting it away. Hate it. And mopping. Oh my gosh, I hate mopping. But I really need to do laundry. Like, my laundry basket is not closing. Sis is not closing. So it's about time. And I wanted to do that today. And I also wanted to film the Sephora haul that I did today. But I don't think I'm going to do that. And it is a nice ass day today. It's like 67, 70 degrees. Very nice. Not too cold. Oh my gosh. I hate traffic. But yeah, you know you have to do laundry when like all the drawers you got left is like, some of them got holes in it. Some of them don't cup your lips right. Some of them give you a nasty wedgie. Like, you know, some of them stretched out. You know, some of them sagging on your booty. Like, I was just like, damn, Ruka, you know good and damn well these are your last resort draws. You really need to do laundry. And like, I'm not missing a lot of things, but like, I'm trying to wear stuff and I'm not finding it. Yeah, you're not finding it because it's in the damn hamper. God, dog. It's Sunday. Where is everybody going? But yeah, it's cool or whatever. I'm having a good time. Yeah, but I honestly had a really good weekend. Friday, we celebrated our friend at Double D's, and she liked her present, I think. She better have. And then Saturday was all of that. All of the nights. Yo, speaking of drama, it was in my face. I don't know any specifics, but if you do, let me know. One, there's some beef going on with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And then, of course, Cardi B and Offset, they're separated or something like that. And Cardi B went on a live and was crying and breaking down and calling Offset all types of names, saying that he'd been feeling himself ever since his album dropped. And then, like, the Barbs and Cardi B fans were going back and forth on Twitter. It was actually ridiculous. My thing is, okay, so there's a few things. I don't like when people are in disagreement with black men and they call them bullet bags. I loathe that. I think that is disgusting. I don't like when people are talking about, like, say for instance, a man or somebody is talking about a fat person, and then somebody retorts and responds with, well, nobody talking about your fat ass mama. Leave his mom out of it. Yes, his mom is big, but she ain't got nothing to do with the argument he has at hand. That is just internalized hatred to himself and seeing big people comfortable. Just leave him alone. And I don't like when you're in an argument and people use dead people as a response. I don't like it. So people were saying Cardi B should have said God took the wrong Migos. It should have been Offset instead of Takeoff. That's why I don't like any of that. Like, that's just so sick to me. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, I know, like, I am all for it. If they go low, we go lower. Believe me. Believe you me. I am all for it, but not like that. Not, because I believe in God. Like, y'all doing all of this as if you ain't got an answer to my boy. Like, let's all be very, very clear here. Like, at the end of the day, this is not your final stop. So y'all can't, this nasty word. Stop being so nasty and so rude. But yeah, there's that beef. And then, what is his name? DJ Envy, the one that was scamming houses and shit. I saw a clip of him and Keith Lee. He was trying to call Keith Lee a hood critic or a ghetto critic. No, he called him hood. And Keith Lee responded and was like, this is why, this was the New York energy I received. It was just a whole bunch of mess on Twitter on Friday. I was like, it's holiday season. Why is everybody so angry? Are we supposed to be outside buying gifts? What is the problem? Anyway, I had a good time. I wasn't in no drama. That's all that mattered to me. I wasn't in no drama. I had a good time. I saw a little bit. So I want to, I'm talking like a fool. I want to go see lights. There's this place in Dallas called Deerfield that I've heard about that I want to go see. And then I want to, last year when we went to go see lights, there was like this viral reel or TikTok that showcased different places around the DFW area that had really cool lights. So I want to do that again too. But the thing about that one was there was a lot of driving involved. So I'm not trying to, I want to kind of like park and play, I kind of want to, I don't want to do too much type shit, but we'll see. I had a really good time. Like, I like when people plan things out and it's well executed. And then, like, I'm thinking it's just gonna be Another thing that I really like or really enjoy is that when I think it's gonna just be like a group of people, and it's not a group of people, it's like a group of people plus 3 other people, and you fuck with every single one of those 3 people. That's fun. That's a good time, you know. Anyway, yeah. So this is the week. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm giving like, I don't know. And from far away, how is not my hair? Right. How's not? Right. Get it together. All right, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty today. So my friends and I, we had a heated debate. It was 2 men and 2 women. And we were talking about inclusivity. So, for instance, one of them were saying that the entertainment industry is pushing and forcing the LGBTQIA agenda on us and the kids. They're forcing that on kids now. They said that black men don't have any help, or black women have more resources and help than black men do. Black women are perpetrated as, what did he say? They were basically saying black women have it made and black men don't. That was basically what I gathered from it. And then they also said that they're forcing the LGBTQIA agenda on us. And I just think that that's bullshit. Now, I want to preface this by saying, as a black woman, I'm only intertwined and personally have experience with the black women agenda. So when a black man speaks issues, I can only disagree to an extent, because my experience is not that of a black man. It's of a black woman. However, I can say that when I'm speaking, or in general, let's just use social media. So when topics like this come up on social media, such as Twitter, I see that black men are only brought up when black women are currently the topic of discussion. So if we're speaking on something such as SA, or we're speaking something such as like college degrees, well, black men, they don't get the representation in this regarding SA. And it's the point where don't bring up something just when something else is being talked about. Have an isolated event and bring it up without the need to dim another topic at hand. Because the fact of the matter is, boys are sexually assaulted. They are. And it's to the point where they're groomed. It's to the point where they're telling friends that they got pool and that their teacher really likes them, when in fact that shit is gross and needs to be talked about more. It does not need to be talked about only when women are talking about their sexual assault. No, it needs to be talked about as an isolated event. That's number one. The disparity between black men and black women is crazy to me, because I brought up Sandra Bland, I brought up Breonna Taylor, I brought up Ahmaud Arbery, and I brought up George Floyd. Women were spearheading that. Oluwatoyin Salau was killed trusting a black man while projecting the rights of black men outside. There are clips of her speaking about the rights of black men. She entrusted herself with a black man, was sexually assaulted by said black man, and was killed by a black man. So don't go around talking about black women have it made when it's not safe for any woman in this country. It's unbelievable to me how they were saying it with their chest. Black men don't have it made. Black men don't have resources. Black men don't have this. Black men don't have that. Black men don't have what black women have because they don't have that community within themselves. Black men want to keep everything to themselves. Black men don't want to mentor. Black men don't want to utilize resources. Black men don't want to create a safe space for themselves. Black men don't want to be vulnerable with themselves. Black men don't want to go to therapy. Black men don't want to do the work. Black men don't want to go to the source of the root and then dig that bitch up and then grow anew. But they want to compare and contrast themselves to white people or black women. No, stop comparing yourself. Be your own, a league of your own. You want to compare yourself to white people? Well, white people have these rights and black women have these rights, but we don't have anything. We don't have anything. Okay. Let's all agree to that. Let's say that you don't have anything. As a minority and a majority, because you're a minority because you're black and you're a majority because you're a man. Let's say you don't have shit, right? What are you going to do about it? Because all I'm seeing is that, oh, black women have it made, black women are more effective, black women do this, black women do that. Okay, because we support ourselves and we support y'all to a fault. We're spearheading every movement. We're organizing every movement. What the fuck are y'all doing? If y'all don't have the resources and all of that like you say you do, meanwhile you have black men and black moguls with money that like to touch everybody except their own age group, why don't we go to them, write to them, and start there? Oh, we don't have any OGs. We don't have people to look up to. We're 31. It's your time now. You are the person that you need to start mentoring these little kids. If they skipped your generation, then unfortunately that's an unfortunate circumstance. But you have the opportunity to now influence the next generation to be better than the generation that left you alone. But y'all don't want to do that because another thing that they agreed on is that the black men have crab mentality. They put their worth in their money, and once they have their worth and their money, they don't want to share that with anybody else. That's an issue between who? Black men. Black men. That's my point entirely. There should be no reason that you're using compare and contrast with white people and black women when the issue at hand should only be black men. And then they were talking about black people and the LGBTQIA. I will never compare. Well, excuse me. I won't say I will never compare. I don't think it's right to compare sexual orientation with race. I think there's a disparity of 400 years plus. So no, I don't think so. Number one. Number two, the LGBTQIA community can come together. That's the issue. Meanwhile, we're having African descendants of slavery and the African diaspora in the U.S. go crazy over each other. We're perpetuating black on black crime. We can never get it together. We're always fighting each other. Why the fuck do you think they've had more growth in the LGBTQIA community? Because they could come together. One, two, there's no race there's no race playing a factor. All these gays that are in the top, they have money and they're not black. So of course they're gonna have more leeway. Of course they're gonna have a different path than us. Our path is beat, broken, and lacking 40 acres in a mule. Like, why are you comparing yourself to the LGBTQIA community in the first place when you're over here comparing and contrasting yourself to black women in the second place? Like, don't you over here saying black women have it good as if we're not two minorities. We're black and we're women. How the fuck do we have it good and y'all don't? How the fuck do we have it good and y'all don't? Look at the NBA for an example, an extreme example. LeBron James makes how much a year? Now let's look at Tia Cooper in the WNBA. How much does she make a year? And you want to say, what about what? Please, please, please. I would like for you to get the fuck out of my face. Now, this doesn't go to say they didn't make great points. I think that there's a slippery slope. For one instance, I do think there's a slippery slope regarding trans people in sports. Now, I can't get all into it because I don't have enough information, but I do think that although you identify as a trans woman, your biological anatomy is different than that of a biological woman's anatomy. I won't take away the fact that you do identify as a woman. You are a she, her. No problem. I have no problem with that. But when it comes to fairness with your biological anatomy, that's why there's women's sports and that's why there's men's sports. That's why the sports are not, collided or universal, because there's difference and it's rooted in anatomy. So it's just crazy to me how there's so much narrow-mindedness and old traditional ways of thinking where people are saying this is being forced on us. I don't know how inclusivity is being forced on us. It's just becoming more of a revelation that people feel comfortable in revealing who they really are. Gayness is not new. It's not new at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally articles, books, research, film that shows that this has been around for quite some time. Trans is not new. And when you're hearing that I don't even know the percentage of trans people passing away, is staggering. Trans women, the murder rate of trans women is insane. And it starts with that way of thinking. That way of thinking where you think that representation and inclusivity is being forced upon you. If that's the case, that means from day one, since birth, heteronormative representation has been forced upon us since the day of birth. That's what you're saying. If you're saying now they're pushing the gay agenda, they're showing kissing, two guys kissing in shows, and trans men and women are in shows now, and they're forcing that on our children. That means that they've been forcing us to kiss men kissing women and women kissing men. They've been showing us that, and they've been forcing that. They've been feeding us that. That's what that means. You should not feel that somebody living their life in a different way than you is being forced upon you. That's crazy to me. Another thing is, it's only when it comes to gay men. Y'all don't have this problem at all. Gay men or trans people. Y'all don't have this problem at all. When it's women, you motherfuckers have a ball. Oh, I love seeing lesbians. Y'all have a motherfucking ball. But when it comes to gay men, y'all just lose. They forcing this on us. This is the agenda that they're trying to do, and this is what they're. Shut up. They're forcing this on our children. They're forcing inclusivity on your children. They're forcing respect on your children. I don't care if you don't agree with people being non-binary or people being gay or people being trans. I don't give a fuck. It's not about what you agree or you adhere to. It's about what you choose to respect and what you choose not to respect. Somebody's asking you, I like to be identified as a she, her. And you're saying, no, I won't do that. You're a man. What's the problem? Why is that such an issue for you? Why is that something you can't wrap your head around? And even if you say, hey, well, no, my religion or my upbringing doesn't allow for me to do that, get yourself out of that space. Because again, the term ignorance comes out, and the definition means the lack of information. If you choose to remain ignorant regarding topics like this, don't be in spaces where that's going to come up again. And the problem of that statement I just made is that people are becoming more comfortable in telling their truths, and a lot of their truths is that they're trans, that they've been feeling like they've been trapped in a body for a long time, that they're sexual, they're not attracted to anything, that they're pan, that they're non-binary. I don't identify as a man or a woman. I just want to be. And the thing about it is that I was homophobic. I was very restricted in my way of thinking for a very long time. If it wasn't for the fact that I went to almost all women's school, I think I would still be ignorant. But I was shown the ways of the world that showcase that this is not none of our business, but this is something that we cannot control and is not forced upon. This is the way of this world, of this society. Because I guarantee you, if there was more open-mindedness such as this in the U.S., where everything seems very liberal, in other countries where it's just conservative and, autonomous and all of that thing, I can guarantee you a lot of people would open up. They would wake this bitch up. Other people that you think, no. And that's that internalized hatred. This society makes you hate yourself so much that you can't live in your truth. And you don't see that as an issue? That's insane to me. That's insane to me. You want to make it a black man. Everybody's against the black man. Black men don't have this and black men don't have that. Meanwhile, black men are their black men's only problem. Let's not talk about the world and how the world views the black man. Let's talk about black men and how they view themselves. You cannot go to your friend and truly be vulnerable with your friend, and then when they be vulnerable with you, you make jokes about them. They're telling you that they a 25-year-old fucked them at 10 years old, and you say, oh man, you got that shit? Oh man, that's your stuff, man. What? Nigga, you need therapy. He telling you, oh yeah, my dad used to knock me around. That's why I got this mark on my leg. Oh, you said, oh yeah, you should have manned up. You should have. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's the issue. Women hear that stuff and be like, oh baby, no, absolutely not. No. But black, no, well, just be a man. As a man, this is what we need to do. And that's the issue. Y'all are holding yourself up to a word, man. And what social, economic, environmental, and society has told you, no. Make your own definition. Break the mold. Stop being a fucking follower. Stop listening. Stop being bottom of the barrel crap mentality. Stop doing that shit. If you want to really be a man, be different. Be the change. Ugh. That shit is so annoying. Everybody wants to be the victim. It's no longer time to be a victim. It's time to be the change. It's time to be the fucking change. Let's start there. You want to talk about inclusivity and representation? Let's be a different Let's be a different representation for black men. Let's show them something that they've never seen before. And I bet you some people will follow suit. It's not all about wearing a motherfucking three-piece suit and going to the reunion tower. No, it's more than that. It's having a safe space for mental health for these boys, for these kids. It's being a role model. One of my friends, he said ultimately when he gets enough paper that he wants to purchase a warehouse, and he is an athlete. He used to play basketball overseas, and he wants to train kids and then also teach them financial literacy. I said, okay, so you told me that yesterday. So why not have that warehouse, get some experts on mental health and teach mental health as well? Teach vulnerability in a safe space as well to these men. He said, no, I'm not no expert in that. I'm not an expert in that. That's not something I care about. That's not something I want to do. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's not something you want to do. And then another thing is that men like to mansplain and overtalk you as if that man told me to shut up and agree. He told me to listen and agree. No, I will not. I'm not going to listen and agree to anything that you're saying because nothing that you're saying sounds like a fact. It just sounds like you're making shit up. You're telling me to look it up, look it up, look it up. When somebody tells you to look up something, that's how I know that the war is already lost, because that you're taking that shit and it's coming out of your ass. None of the shit that you're saying is backed up by actual resources or facts. Don't tell me to shut up and listen. That's that stupid man shit. That's y'all's problem. I'm not finna agree with you. I'm not finna shut up and listen to shit that you're talking about. You can kiss my ass. And that's ignorant again. Like, no, I'm not gonna just be folly to y'all's problems and be like, oh yeah, I agree. Black men are just not taken care of enough. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know how hard we have it out here as black women? And the difference is we don't just sit down and fucking cry about it all the fucking time. Y'all always talking about be a man, be a man, be a man, and all y'all do is cry. Now I'm contradicting myself, but now I'm getting angry. So it's just like, ooh. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up and listen. Niggas just love to mansplain and overtalk and overtalk you and gaslight you and tell you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And another thing when it comes to discussing with this man is that he'll be saying the same thing that I'll be saying, but because I'm a woman and I'm saying it, he won't agree. Because when he was talking, I was like, what's the difference between what you said and what I said? He was like, no, I was just saying, I agree. So you agree with me? I think it's unbelievable. It blows my brain. It blows my mind that men are like that. Stupid and ignorant. And unwilling to change. Unwilling to accept change, unwilling to change themselves, all of the above. It's unbelievable to me. But whatever. You know, obviously I can go on for days and days and days. So I'm going to just shut the fuck up. I'm going to just shut up. Because I'm ignorant and I'm accepting change. I'm still trying to accept change myself. And I'm going to just try my best. I'm going to continue discussing. I'm not going to back away from shit. And if change comes from it, good. If nothing comes from it, good. I still said what I said. And I'm going to keep moving. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. It's your girl, Young Rooks. As you can see, I am ready for bed. And I just wanted to come on here and actually be cognizant with closing out vlogs. There should be no reason that I just need to get back into the motion of things. I think that I'm still a little scattered here and there. So my cohesion has slacked a little bit. And my timeline has slacked too. I'm really far behind on things. So I this week, wasn't a catch-up week. I had a lot of social things going on this week after work. So, and then I wanted to at least get my birthday content out as, it's been 2 weeks. So I did get that out. So I did accomplish that. However, the maintenance or just cleaning and the resetting of my apartment, it did slack. I usually try to clean on Sundays and restock, and I didn't do that. And like I stated before, I really need to tackle my laundry. So I want to make resetting a priority this week. And then that includes both my apartment and my car. My car is a hot mess. So I want to get those will be the priorities for this week. and just like wrapping up things before the holidays, because I also need to shop and get some gifts for my friends. So hopefully I'll be able to do that this week as well. I didn't want to go to the outlet malls this weekend because I knew they were going to be a doozy, especially being the fact that the weather was really nice this weekend. So hell no. But anyways, I did want to close the vlog out. We haven't been intentional in a while. So one of my good friends, she graduated with her master's this weekend. Shout out to Drayla. And one of the things that I specify, especially when it comes to what I value in my friends, is their time. But I also value when a friend is a spokesperson for you when you're not in the rooms that they're in. And so I pray that, and I wish and I hope for all of us that we have people in our lives, whether they're friends, whether they're acquaintances, family, that speak our names in rooms that our feet have yet to enter. I pray that we see the good things that qualify us for the success needed in this life. I think that one of my biggest issues that my friend was actually revealing to me was that I dumbed down a lot of things to try to stop myself from kind of getting caught up into the worldly things. I told her, I said, I feel like if I dumb it down, God won't take it away from me. And she was like, what makes you think you can trick God? And yeah. So I was just like, I want to get out of the habit, and it's something that I've constantly spoken about. So this time, I mean it. Well, I mean it every time, but hopefully we implement it soon. But I want you to know that everything, regardless, I've done some crazy things that I regret in this life. And I felt like because I've done these things, that I'm automatically disqualified from blessings. Yet God continues to show himself through my life all the time. So regardless of what you've done, regardless of what has been done to you, regardless of the goals and the potential that you see in yourself, everything that you deserve in this life will be yours, okay? This is my month. I'm speaking life into myself this month, and I'm speaking life into you this month. It's Sunday. It's December 17th. It's Vlogmas. It's the week before Christmas. So live in the magic. Get swept up in it. Get swept up in the magic this holiday season. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. It's your girl, Young Groups, and today we are going to be we are going to be putting product in this wig. This is the same wig that I've been wearing. Initially, I didn't like it because I felt like I wanted kinky curly, and this is not kinky curly. However, and I'm just cutting it has like grooves. I'm just cutting the grooves out. Yeah, so I said I wanted kinky curly, but in all honesty, I think because I got it in a longer length, I think that when I did it correctly and I let the product sit rather than using the diffuser to make it fluffy, I liked it better that way. So I'm going to see if I like it better this way on the longer hair. Today's Monday, by the way. Monday, December 18th. Crazy enough, I'm watching the vlog of Jemima when she came down here. This is not the time for y'all to be like, no, Ruka, you because I'm not taking away from myself when I say this, but watching her vlog just showcased to me where I am and where she is. Because, for me, for her too, I think sometimes, but for me, I be in the moment to where like I'm not vlogging and I'm not doing technically what I need to do in order to create quality content. And while I'm over there doing my thing, Jemima's working. And the thing about it is that, yeah, it's not like I don't want her to work, I want her to enjoy, but she's reached a level of professionalism to where she can do both. And she's even enjoying creating that content. And you can tell with the way the vlog is. Like, I was just watching the vlog, I was like, damn, because some of the clips, I didn't even, well, I didn't even notice she was vlogging. I said, well, God, it was just, and then it kind of also gave like an insider scoop thing, which I also really loved. My vlog was not in comparison to hers at all, but I did not want to watch that vlog until I at least put my vlog out, because I know myself in comparison to the Thief of Joy, and I felt like if I watched her vlog, I wouldn't have put mine out, and there's no need for that. And then somebody was like, oh, Jemima should have waited to post her vlog because it took a little bit away from yours. And she may be right, but I think that it wasn't that Jemima should have waited to post her vlog. It was more so I should have been on my Zoom and I should have posted my vlog. That's just the tea to it. I don't want to get this robe wet or dirty or anything like that, so I'm gonna change real quick and then I'm gonna get into putting the products in my hair. If you're new here, these are the products I put in my curly hair. So just, what is this called? OGX Quenching Coconut Curls, and milk and conditioner. I just mix it with water, and then to hold the curl, I just use this mousse. This is by Figaro. If you're also new here, just know that my defocus don't defocus because I dropped the sub. There were so many different melodies going on just then. I wanted to say I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Yeah. So let me change real quick and then let's go to work. The mountain and nobody's in. Oh, there is fire. What do I see? Mr. Soldier Man. You go to there to make you so blind to you. So even the someone's died on but you feel so little Lucy turn 60. She knows, I know. Tell me why you lie. Tell me why you play around. And today I wish all the things you say. No, I don't wanna let this play. You know I love you, but I can't forgive. You could tell me stay there. Listen, I'm so low. Clear skies when no one flies away. She got that cheap idea. I could roll up again. Now we ain't even getting high no more. You the love you plus I never make you mine. No son, you are that looking in your eyes. True that make you utilize. Why I look like Sir Brother? What's Sir Brother name? D Smoke. Anyway, I will be using this just a little bit. There's only a minute left on this memory card, so I may get out. I may cut out, but I just go for the roots first, just lift them up, just to create some volume up there, and then I'll go at the bottom and like scrunch it. I am no expert, so if you want to beat my ass, beat it up later. That's what he said. But yeah. I got my Miss Frizzle wig on. It's still Monday. I'm meeting my friend at some restaurant. It's Monday. That's the reason why I didn't put on makeup. And I got off of work kind of late, so I didn't want to be bothered. But I think this restaurant might be a cute restaurant. I need to see if they only do resis because I don't want that to be a problem. Last seating is 30 minutes before close. Pay first and ask for validation. Okay. No, thank you. It's called Katai, so we're gonna see how it goes, and then I'll talk to y'all later. I'll show y'all what it looks like in there once I find out where it is.
I need a real man, something I can feel, man, something like Dwayne. Hope that baby went to Hillman. I'ma need a baller, diamonds on his collar, man enough to text your girl, but ain't afraid to call her. I'ma need a credit score, 740 type of.
Oh, I've always wanted to try a lychee martini.
I ain't no ordinary lady, just might drive you crazy. Ain't afraid to say it when you see me. Ooh, you gon' be so goddamn happy you waited.
Fly me to the moon.
I saw that one, and then the flirt one, the flirt me or the kiss me. But do you like mezcal though? Mezcal is smoky. It's smoky tequila.
Where is that? It smells like tequila.
Okay, try it then.
I like it.
You like it?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
really cute.
so cute. I didn't know it was gonna look like that. This is a lychee martini. Is it lychee or lychee? Lychee. It's gotta be lychee. It's good. You want to try it?
Yes.
She hasn't looked at the menu yet. I know what I want, but she hasn't.
You want an appetizer?
I do want. I want heaven beef. I'm sorry. Hold on. Or there's a See, she's already overwhelmed. It matches you. You like it? So we don't see that. Them dumplings look fried to the moon.
Okay.
When you go out with a good bitch that know what to do. That's a mound. That's a big ass thing. Yeah. In the club with my twin, we be vibing. I got my mama wig on, so just know I mean business. Number one, Katai was really good. It was really delicious. I enjoyed the conversation that I had with Crystal. I enjoyed our time. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed the drinks. It was really good. I would definitely go back. It was emptier than I would think it would be, but it was really cute. The conversation we had was really good. I think, for one, I need to focus on me. And that means in terms of if I was to go on a date, how do I stop food getting on my titty? Because food kept falling on my chest. It's embarrassing. Why are you coming off the fork to my boob? And now it's even stained now. The pad thai. Why do my titties have to eat when I do? I need to work on that. That's number one. Number two, my preference in men, if I had to choose, there's two types. I like dark-skinned men with locks, with dreads. I like them. I think they look really good. I think they're sexy. I also like bald, bearded men. I like men who have full, healthy beards. I like husky men, and my preference is 5'10" to 5'11". That's my preference, but I do understand the hype behind tall men. Now, going back to dark-skinned men with locks, or any black men with locks, I understand, I've seen throughout just experience and then social media that men carry confidence in their hair. It's what is kind of considered makeup on the male side. And I understand when men are losing it, that they kind of lose their confidence. I understand when men their hairlines start to recede, or if they're going through something in life, they want to start growing out their hair or locking their hair. I understand it. I think, however, when y'all start to do freeform locks, or y'all start to really grow out your locks and you see that your hair cannot sustain the lock, that we need to go back to the drawing board. You understand what I'm saying? Because some locks look like they're about to dislock and disengage from your scalp. And I know that's not how locks are supposed to do. And if they are supposed to do it, please let me know and include a link for further research. Because there should be no reason that your locks are hanging on by a follicle. That means your hair growth cannot sustain the lock journey. So we need to revert back to other options. Can you just do twists or braids in the meantime instead of locks? Do we have to cut it all off? Are some areas of your scalp growing more hair than others? We have to revisit the topic because now it's causing a problem for my eyes. It's literally a sight for sore eyes. And I personally don't care for it. As someone who loves locks, as someone who loves seeing men in locks, y'all look delicious. Sometimes though, y'all don't look delicious. Y'all look really nasty. And that goes for the beginning of lock journey. Beginning a lock journey at 35, that sounds like judgment. I just think there should be smarter decisions made once you reach a certain age. And if locks decide to be a choice that you make at your big age, then we must converse. Something must give. I understand to a certain extent as a black woman what it's like to feel confident in your hair. As somebody who changes her hair constantly, I don't care if you can tell if it's a wig or not. If I feel good and I look good, whatever you're clocking, I'm not on that time. So I get it. But for men, in my opinion, I think there should be some maintenance that goes in with your choices. So if you're going to do locks, even if they're freeform, I think that maybe you should think about having a routine where they fade your shit. You know, you getting the edge up every other week. Or they're cleaning it up. Or they're making wicks. I don't even mind wicks. Do some wicks. But like the J. Cole freeform locks, I want to reserve my comments, but I also want you to know how much they're distasteful to me. And then when men start growing out their hair to where their hair is starting to take form like a plant, my friend DJ, his hair is growing out. However, he's on a routine. So every other week, he's getting that fade, he's getting that edge up. So it's still neat. Even if the top is still like a little wild. It's still controlled, contained. And that's what you guys need to do. There should be no reason why you're looking like you literally rolled out of bed and you're out here with the rest of us humans. Figure it out. Now, this is not controlled, I'm not anti-Crown Act, okay? You can walk out here however you want to. This is coming from somebody who wears bonnets in public. Please, by all means, just be more cognizant, please. Because, like, I saw somebody who had locks where the beginning was thin, like the lock was about to break off. I know you feel that. There's an issue at hand. Anyway, I won't keep going. Number 2. When I was talking to my friend, I remembered a time where I had a best friend and I was talking to her about how hard it was. I was in competition with my best friend at the time. Only with men. That was only it. We were both plus size women. She was more plus size because of her breasts. She had really, really big titties. Other than that, and then she was tall as well. Other than that, she wasn't really just like big, but because the bazookas were bazookaing, she was considered plus size for sure. And I was plus size. I've been big. So, back in the day, I speak about this all the time. I was one of those women who put my worth in men sexually. So I thought men liked me if they wanted to have sex with me. I thought men liked me when they objectified me or when they fetishized me. I took my worth in there. I felt as though people wanted me, so they wanted a relationship with me. Very lost, very broken. You know, that's just what it was. So having a plus size best friend was very helpful because she could relate to the feelings that I was having. So it began to become clear to me that we were in competition with each other, both on my end and her end when it came to men. Whenever I would bring up a man and vice versa, she or I would go to that man and make it a priority to have them like us. Because if he liked one, he would like the other. Because I felt like in the terms of attraction, we were both in the same thing. So it became something that was kind of gross. Like, I didn't want to lose a best friend over no nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I backed away and I thought we were really good for a while until I had a crush on a guy, and the guy would never date me because he was friends with someone that I knew. So he just wasn't gonna do it. However, we were just really cool. We would text and call each other. And so I confided in my friend and I was telling her that I like this guy. I have a really big crush on him, but I know nothing's gonna transpire because he knows somebody that I know and I know he's not gonna cross that line. And she's hearing me and she's like, oh well, I don't know him, blah 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 blah. The next, I don't know how much time passed, but I remember I was in my dorm room at TWU and he called, well, no, he didn't call me. He texted me. He was like, I texted him, excuse me. And I was like, hey, how you doing? What you up to? And he was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what is this? And he was like, I don't know if you already know, but your friend and I had sex. And I said, I'm sorry? He said, yeah, he's just a man with sexual desires and she was throwing it at him and who is he to say no? And I said, okay. And I was livid. And for me, I used to. I like to hear. I used to like to go in real smooth and soft, and then turn up. Like, oh hey, how you doing? You stupid bitch. Like I used to really just want to go in like that. So at the time I was like, hey girl, what you doing? It's like nothing much. It was just regular kiki. And then I said, so you fuck so and so? She was like, excuse me? I said, you heard me. And it was silence on the phone. The silence was so loud, you would have thought I was yelling. And it just really opened up my mind to, I'm off this. This relationship, this best quote unquote friends shit. No, this isn't what a best friend is. No, this is not what a best friend, this is not the definition of what a best friend is. I should not be competing with you. You should not be competing with me. You tell me that you like a boy and then you go to I go to that boy and start trying to finesse and woo him and seduce and tend to like, no, there should be no reason that is happening. And it just like opened up a lot to me because it was like, where's my self-worth? You know, like, am I that desperate and pathetic and lonely to where I'm not only trying to prove my self-worth to these men through sex, I'm also trying to prove my self-worth to my best friend through competition. What kind of horrible life is that? And I was talking to my friend Crystal today and I just woke up those memories. I was like, God damn, I was so lost. And as somebody who's still growing and still learning lessons at the ripe age of 31, it just baffles me that I'm still learning. But then I'm looking back at it and I'm seeing how far I've come. And I was telling Crystal how lonely it is when you understand your worth, and also how eye-opening it is to realize that people will use you in every kind of way. And some of them don't even realize it. They've been so set in their ways, they don't even know that they're using you. They think it's normal, the way that they move. And when you are understanding yourself and you're aware of yourself, you notice these things And you can notice them quick enough to be like, no, this won't even work out. I would be a waste of time to you because you're looking for something, you're looking for someone who's not awake. And here I am, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So don't even waste your time with me. But yeah, it was just something to just really just think about. And it just brought back memories. So I just wanted to share that with y'all as somebody who, you know, is a lot of things, you know, from hypersexual all the way to like aggressive. But I'm also very soft and very sensitive. And, you know, duality in this life is necessary in order to be your most unique you. And not many people have to fight this fight. You know, there are women out here to a fault almost who receive so much attention just by being beautiful, and who receive so many dates and so many gifts and time just by being beautiful. They don't have to speak. They don't have to have a personality. They don't have to do anything except look cute. And so, and I cannot relate to any of that. And no matter how many people tell me, oh, Ruka, you're so cute, and oh, Ruka, you're this, and oh, Ruka, you're that. What is that? I be like, I know, but what I am is not, in this society, in this country, is not what's usually accepted. You understand? So, although I understand and I agree with you, you know, I can be a cutie. I can be a cutie. I look 43 with this wig. But I'm a cute 43. Yeah, so, you know, I just want to be like, keep fighting a good fight. And I'm really just speaking to me because my track record is very, very, very empty when it comes to serious relationships or serious situations. Very, very empty. I have few and far when it comes to experience in that category. Situations and big sex at most was what was kind of consoling me. But now that I move in a different light and a different speed, you know, there has to be other things that that captivate my interest regarding the opposite sex. And right now for me is stability. You know, some men, they'll tell you that they have a lot going on right now and they're not looking for anything serious right now. And I can understand that as somebody who's currently trying to grow and figure out what she wants to do in order to be successful in her life instead of just riding a desk and doing the 9 to 5. I get it. I get it. But time waits for no one. There should be no reason why you're not open to seriously dating at this age, even as you do go through a lot. Because people can go and grow with you. If you are sure of yourself, if you're stable with yourself, if you know and you're ambitious and stuff like that. So that shouldn't be an excuse. And the longevity that comes with people like that is very few and far in between. And I think there should be men that understand and are sure of themselves and what they want when it comes to dating. I haven't found that yet. And I pray that I do. And I'm not going to stop praying and wishing and hoping for it because it may come. It may not come. But that hope is keeping me alive, baby. Okay? It is keeping me alive. So I got to keep hoping. Hold on. Come on. Sing that song. Boy, I'm hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it and let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful. Let it make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay. Cause happy Vlogmas. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.